For our next segment, we have Ms. Abby Lawson from the State Department of Education. She did a wonderful job presenting a program this summer on soft skills. Remember, you're going to hear that term a lot today, and it's going to be our major emphasis, one of our major emphases. This lady is also, a lot of you will recognize her, that she may have visited your classroom. She is also our monitoring lady when we have our monitoring visits. And she's always been a real good friend to Erie County Schools. Excellent lady, can't brag on her enough, and I'm not just sucking up. I'm not sucking up for AAST, who's getting ready to be visited by this lady. But she did an excellent program on soft skills, and I asked her if she would be gracious enough to come down and talk with y'all about soft skills, and she agreed. So this time, Abby.
Thank you so much. Now this right here, thank you. I don't know how well I'm going to do with this. I hope I don't accidentally throw it on the floor, because I'm not used to doing that. Okay, I'm Abby Lawson. This is going to be engaging, so you can close your laptops, unless you really have to have them open. But, you know, we want to loosen up some, we want to have a little bit of fun before y'all get back to your technical things. All right, two things. I know you already signed in, but the State Department is about accountability, and they would like to make sure that I came here and that I talked to you. So if you could sign in my sign-in sheet, I'd certainly appreciate it. Also, I have some handouts of the PowerPoint, these two been. And also, just for the sake of an activity, the first row will engage with the second row, so you'll sort of just turn your chair around. The third, turn around to the fourth, turn around to the fifth. Is there a sixth? Okay, the sixth and the seventh morph in with the fourth and the fifth. You don't have to do it right now, but whenever it's time for an activity, I just wanted to give you those particular ground rules. Okay, so, like Ben said, I am the fiscal monitor at the State Department of Education. How I got into doing soft skills presentation is I've always been a group facilitator. Evidently, I missed my call because this is about number 7 times of doing the soft skills, and you know how important soft skills are. You can teach your students all the hard skills in the world, but if they can't give you the eye contact, please, thank you, how are you today, teamwork on the job, employers will tell you, I mean, it's video after video, news articles after news articles, is that they would prefer to hire a candidate that has soft skills, and they'll teach them the hard skills. But you can come there with all the hard skills in the world and be attitudinal. Now you know attitude, body work. You know the body language. Good morning. Yeah, I came for the job. You got about 300 doctorate degrees. You know everything from A to Z, but you're coming in like, I am God's gift to the universe and your job. So you will hire me. Okay? No, you won't get the job. You have to have some soft skills. So as we're teaching our students, and even soft skills amongst each other, there's nothing wrong with good morning. That's right. There's nothing wrong with how are you today? You ever work in a group, in a building full of teachers, and you don't even know some teachers are here that day because nobody spoke? Nobody said anything in the lunchroom. Nobody said, what's up? Nothing. Really, people? And how are we going to convey this to our students if our teachers and administrators don't teach? Okay, I used to tell my 10th graders, I taught for 16 years, I used to tell my 10th graders, it is not what you say, it is the delivery. It's how you deliver your message that's most important. You see what I'm saying? I can say, hi, how you doing already? I can say, hey, how y'all doing? Good morning. That's much more cheerful, like, hey, you know, I had a 2.5-hour drive and I didn't know I was going to get followed by the state trooper because I thought the construction was all over. He didn't give me a ticket. I was speeding too. I really was, and I admitted it to him. I said, sorry, sir. I failed to see that the construction was still going on. I work in the State Department. I'm on my way for a presentation. I'm certainly sorry. I won't do it again. And he told me I was pleasant and have a good day. Let me tell you something. I sweated all the way here. I was like, okay, that wasn't my $300 a day. And I wasn't even speeding that much. You know, like 5-10 miles, that's all. Okay.
Double fine construction.
I know, but the thing about it was no more orange cones. I mean, it was up here, but then when you got down here, you know that stretch on 378 between Johnsonville and the cones disappeared, so I figured that the construction was over. Bad move. Okay, so I just told you 3 things about myself, and I know that we have a large group, and a part of, I guess I'm supposed to be working my PowerPoint. Abby. Oh, okay. I guess, okay. Let me work this out. I am tech savvy a little bit. How you push this?
Tell her she's in problem.
Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Okay. Hey, Abby. Full screen. Full screen. Here we go. Wrong. There you go. Bad move.
Okay.
Okay. I am savvy. I am, honestly. This is what's throwing me off. Okay. Let's get it together here. Okay. Slideshow, full. There you go. Nice.
I got it full screen here.
Swap displays up at the top.
I can't get to there. Too good at those. Come on, Mac users, help me out.
Mac users, because you know the Department of Ed, you know we don't have any Macs. Okay? I don't even know if we have Dells. I forgot what we had. We're trying to get up with the times. Okay. In the meantime, I told you 3 things about myself. I told you that I taught for 16 years. My name is Abby, and I met Abby, and I almost got a speeding ticket. Okay. So the next part of the PowerPoint said, tell me about you. So we have such a large group, and for the sake of time, I know that everyone can't tell me 3 things about themselves. So, let me see. Oh, we got it? Oh, this is great. All right, let's see here. Your turn. Okay. Please stand if you were born in December. Sagittarians, okay.
No.
Sagittarians. Okay. Please stand if you are a first-time teacher. First time. This is your very first experience. You're fresh out. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Nice. It's greater. All right, and one more question. How many of you, this is for you, Ben. How many of you are keeping an equipment inventory of all your CATE equipment?
And where is it located?
That was not a part of the script. I had to mix that in. Okay. So we're going to build soft skills. We have a couple goals. We're going to explore the critical need to cultivate and grow soft skills in the early years. Okay? We're going to bring clarity to the fact that enhanced soft skills increase the chances that... Okay, all right, thank you, Ben. Okay, on the second one. Okay, let me go ahead to the third one. To create an awareness of skills employers are looking for in employees and to provide a broad set of skills, etc. Now, I will not read every slide to you. Basically, career technology is on the rise. We all know that there are several students that prefer to work with their hands or would like to go right into a job after high school, or maybe a small certification program. All students may or may not want to go to a four-year institution to become a doctor or a psychiatrist. Someone may want to be an electrician, auto mechanic, cosmetologist, mechatronics, and that's where you come in at. But they also have to learn soft skills. Okay, Ben. Okay, so what is the definition of soft skills? It was supposed to be an activity here, but we're not going to do one. Can someone please give me, ask for a volunteer. Please give me definition of soft skills.
Eye contact.
Where are you? Who said that? Eye contact. What else?
Handshake.
Handshake. Body language.
Relating with other people.
Relating with other people. When you say relating with other people, in a positive way, right? And somebody said something over here. Did you say something, sir? No. Did you want to say something? You can. Okay. Okay, so, next slide. Definition of soft skills. They're character traits. Okay, they're interpersonal skills that characterize a person's relationship with other people. In the workplace, soft skills are considered a complement to hard skills, which refers to a person's knowledge and occupational skills. And of course, you can read about the big emotional intelligent quotient. Okay, people with soft skills, positive soft skills, and lots of them are far more successful in the workplace as well than people that don't have good soft skills, that are not into teamwork. Is there someone on your team, and please don't point them out. No. This question is not for that. Are there people on your team that would rather just be by themselves? When you have professional development, they don't want to talk to anyone. They're not going to eat lunch with you. They run to their car and hide out and text on their phone. But when they come in and now they're getting ready to do a presentation, one of the things in your mind is, first of all, who is that? Second of all, like, oh my God, what kind of presentation can this person be doing? He never talks, well, he never talks to anyone. He's not a part of the team. So it goes a long way. Next. There are desirable qualities for certain forms of employment that do not depend on acquired knowledge. Okay, they're the ability to deal with people and a positive, flexible attitude. When I go out and do fiscal monitoring and I go all over the state, and I'm the person that they don't like to see come, and they love to see me leave, but I won't tell you what the state's nickname for me is, but I can go out and I can say, they call me Cutthroat Lawson. Because I can say, excuse me, ma'am, you're certainly non-compliant. I am going to write you up, but I would like to take this opportunity to help you so that you can be compliant next school year. Your superintendent will receive a letter, okay? Thank you.
Is that how we do it, Ben?
Ben, no, but you have to, and I have good relationships with people. They're like, okay, I'll take it right up. Thank you for helping me. And then, because you have to be compliant with federal law and with federal money. And I too, just like you, have an electric bill and a phone bill that I need to pay for. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to uphold section 74.31. Okay, next slide. Hard skills and we have soft skills. Next slide. Okay, so we know it's people skills, emotional intelligence. I meant to take that slide out. Something happened. Next one, Ben. Okay, what are the soft skills are needed if you are in a, let's just say, healthcare worker? What are some of the soft skills that you need? Anybody? Yes. Empathy. Good. What else?
Relatable, personable.
Relatable, personable. I like that. Relatable, personable. I gotta get me a song for that. Who said that? Who said that one? You did? I have something for you for that one. I usually don't tell people I come with goodies too. Y'all we're so ready I couldn't get you to sign in. So come on down. By the way, these were not bought with federal funds. They're just some items that we had from the Educational Business Summit that we had, and we just, give them away. So they're giveaways, they're free things. You're welcome. Good soft skills. She said, thank you, you're welcome. We're getting there. Next. Okay, good day, please, sorry, excuse me, thank you. Manners are a true reflection of our character. Next. Okay, I need a reader. You can't see? He said he can't see.
He drove you.
I'm sorry, I had to get a laugh off of that, because I'm like, I can't see either.
Communication. Ability to organize thoughts and ideas effectively and express clearly and persuasively when speaking or writing.
Thank you. Positive.
Positive professional attitude, displaying enthusiasm through words and actions, acting in a manner that is responsible, fair, and respectful of others.
Okay, and that's what we should have in our profession.
Teamwork. Ability to work well with others in a professional manner to achieve a common goal.
Okay, professional manner, okay?
Critical thinking and problem solving. Ability to evaluate a situation and effectively and accurately identify potential problems and solutions.
And those are, thank you so much. And those are a lot of the soft skills that employers are looking for. Next slide, then. Time management.
Time management, the ability to prioritize tasks, use time wisely, and work on a number of different projects at once.
Now, that's a biggie as school teachers. You have to have your lesson plan and your curriculum map, and you have to have your bell work and your 5 E's and your 3 R's on the board, and you have to stand in the hall and 22-minute lunch. You have to have time management in order to be successful. Well, that's also what we're teaching to our students. If you're on time, because believe it or not, our students are people, so that we want to respect them. So if class is supposed to begin at 10, you want to begin at 10. We know that we're regulated by bells and we have to be in our classroom, but there are some students in our class to learn. So we want to respect their time. One thing I used to tell a couple of my 10th graders that, get out of hand. I don't have those kind of students here. Students that, get a little besides themselves. I always would tell them that they're disrespecting the educational process. You're disrespecting others. I don't tolerate disrespect in my class. And so they look at me like, really? I thought I was just chewing gum or on my cell phone, whatever. No, you're being disrespectful to the other person. And if you were on a job and you did this, I'm quite sure that they would fire you. So if you can't get yourself together, get out. Well, no, I didn't say that part. I wanted to, and you know that. You want to also. Okay, next. Oh, wait a minute. Work ethic. See, the second row is getting off easy because I have to walk all the way around there.
Work ethic, willingness to persist in difficult tasks, working to overcome obstacles and produce results.
Very good. And
ability and willingness to learn. Willing and capable of learning new skills and techniques, seeking to improve personal and overall performance.
Thank you. Those are some additional soft skills. Next. Integrity. And then we have initiative and organization. Additional soft skills in demand by today's employers. Next. Okay, we have a video now. I'm coming.
Come on, Ben, help her up with that.
You know, I had to get Abby. Not only because her name is Abby, but I'm telling you, she doesn't have to be so kind. Plus, I have all these things I gotta give away. So, she's gonna love this one too. Open it in front of your friends so they can smile. Okay.
You might, we should have waited till she got.
I have two videos in this presentation and both of them are very important. It is a YouTube. That was a YouTube, yes. Oh, it's not working out? Oh.
And double click.
You hear it?
I'm on the same, it's a link with the video, I think, that's causing it. It's categorized as adult.
I've shown that video like 8 times around the state. I think it's just where it came from. Well, anyway, we won't worry about this one more so. Let that one go. But I will tell you about it. All it is just a news article where people like are on a talk show talking about soft skills and employers telling you how important it is. The reason why I had that video in here because I'm telling you about it, it's written down and you hear about it, but I wanted you to hear what others were talking about with soft skills. So we won't really worry about that one. It is a YouTube video. I got it right off YouTube. I Googled soft skills and went through an array of and chose one. I don't know why it's adult content. I feel embarrassed. But anyway, the next video, we really want to get that one because that is my friend. So we'll work on that last.
A little bit later?
Okay.
Don't let her up, my friend.
Okay, next slide. Building soft skills in early years. Next slide. Okay, this is an activity where you're going to turn around and you're going to work with each other. Now, on this sheet is a handout. All I need to know, I learned in kindergarten. Okay, in a group of 3 or 4, so in a group of 10 to 15 to 20. Okay, you're going to describe how the early years behavior in the first column can translate into soft skills or workforce skills. Select one recorder, so I should have at least 5 recorders to be determined. You determine them. Select a spokesman. Well, you know what? Forget the recording. Just we want somebody to speak out for your group, okay? Select a spokesperson for the group and be prepared to share. So for instance, let's do one together. The early years, you learn to share. How do you share in adult or workplace? Share materials, what else? Ideas, information. Okay, what else? Time, what'd you say? Time. Okay, one more, play fair. Work on that one. Think about that in the workplace. Okay, turn around to your groups and I'll give you a couple minutes. And one person, this table turns around to that table. You can just turn your chair around. And this group turns around to this group. You can just turn your bodies and work together. Oh, this group knew what they were doing. And who's the recorder for the second group? Well, who's going to talk for the second group? She is? You are? No, you're not? Who's going to be for the second group? Somebody? Who's the third group?
I don't know what number our group is.
What number?
You are? Okay.
With the ring?
You want some stuff there. Okay, let's start with you. Can you stand? Oh, wait a minute. Should we give you the mic? Or you I'm fine. Okay. Do like two.
Okay, share. Knowledge, materials, time. Play fair. Respect each other and their resources.
Okay, what about don't hit people?
Control temper. Act professionally.
That also can cover other things too.
We had gossip for that one.
Gossip.
Hits people.
Very good.
We had don't send nasty
Bullying in the
emails.
workplace. How do you bully? How does bullying occur between us as professionals?
Yes, said nothing about my inventory.
Okay, last collaboration. What else is, because bullying does go on in the workplace between adults.
That's right.
What'd you say? Taking credit for somebody else's work. Swiping somebody's curriculum map.
Wait for no swiping.
Yes. Okay? Yes.
It's like catching people off guard in their personal space. Don't catch them off guard.
Some people, say that out loud.
Don't catch someone off guard.
Okay.
And be in their personal space.
Absolutely.
No gotcha.
All right, who's gonna do the next three? Anybody? This guy right here, he said he was gonna speak.
Okay, so put things back where you found them. It says mutual respect and ask before you borrow stuff. And clean up your mess. We had a quote, ain't your mama here? And then I was told that we use formal language, not, so I wrote, I am not your mother. And then don't take things that aren't yours relates back to put things back where you found them. It's just a mutual respect.
Absolutely. Okay, who's gonna do the next three? You will?
I'm not doing the toilet thing.
Say sorry when you hurt someone. You say good communication would be it. Wash your hands before you eat. Good hygiene. Be hygienic. Flush. Public hygiene.
Exactly. I know it sounds, and I'm not gonna go on another step on that. Of course, you know I didn't create the activity, but those are very important things when you're in the restroom, and also when you go into a student's restroom or whatever, you are demonstrating to them sanitation and cleanliness. You know, I used to tell my 10th grade was my favorite, by the way. They come out and be like, did you wash your hands? I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear no water going. And you know what one of the students told me? Miss Lawson, you so nosy. You worried about what goes on in the bathroom. Well, did you wash your hands? No. Really? Okay.
Hey, flush could also mean get rid of something bad.
Exactly. Give me an example.
Like something happened day before yesterday that someone may have said something. Sometimes you gotta let something go.
Exactly. Exactly. Letting things go. That can also flip to someone that talked about gossiping. And also be careful of the H word on the job. What's the H word? Harassment. That could be a point of flushing. You cannot harass your coworkers. Now, we're not just talking about sexual harassment, because I already know you saw the movie. But we're talking about professional. Didn't they see the movie already?
Oh, yeah, they'll see a movie.
Yeah, they'll see the movie. Yeah, everybody, we see the movie every year. They need to get a new movie. But anyway, not only just that type of harassment, but professional harassment. Okay, I've been here 30 years, and you just started. So that just makes me a little bit more experienced than you. But you may have some really great innovative ideas that are on the cutting edge of education now that I would love to learn, because I've been teaching since 1982. So I would like to share that information, not my classroom better than yours, and I've been here 30 years, so I am the be-all teacher of the year. Hello, teaching is innovative. Teaching changes. You have to stay on the cutting edge. I boasted coming here to my colleagues. I said, I'm going to the beach. They said, are you staying overnight? I said, well, they wouldn't let me stay overnight. Unless Ben wanted me to come 2 days, then I would have had an excuse to stay overnight.
Y'all said something.
So, but the thing about it is, you really do have to be respectful and not harass teachers for anything. What about that teacher that just don't adhere to the dress code? I have to say it. I have to say it. How many people in here are 21? How many people are 25? Okay, how many people are 16? Okay, you're 16. Okay, so what we see our 16-year-olds wear, that's not what we wear in the classroom. Period. So now you have a couple of teachers that all the time violate. And then you have the teachers over here that are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then you see the violators never getting reprimanded, or so you don't see them getting reprimanded, because they continue to come in and violate. Believe it or not, the kids are saying things about that. The kids will say things to teachers like, so-and-so, Miss Lawson, I don't know, but she dressed just like us. So, you know, they have a different level of respect. Now, not to say you have to have a suit and tie every day, but your district has a dress code. Okay, and that's all a part of portraying some of your skills, is you have to be an example. Okay, so that's another PowerPoint, is the dress code. All right, warm cookie, the next three. Who's gonna do that? There was somebody over here.
We can go.
Okay.
So warm cookies and milk are good for you. We talked about just like sharing or bringing in, like if you're having a team meeting, just bringing in something for the group, just to be, form a little bit of community with them. Live a balanced life, learn and think some and draw and paint and sing and dance and play. So it's about expressing yourself and maybe taking some time to rid yourself of stress, like exercising. Take a nap every afternoon, kind of the same thing, rest. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so that you come to work restful and you've got a clear head and not dragging and being grumpy or everyone around you because you're not taking care of yourself outside of work.
Yeah, that's very important. We have to take care of ourselves. Because if you didn't eat and you didn't sleep well, what do you think the student is going to get from you that day? They're not going to get 100% because you're attitudinal, because you need to eat, or you didn't sleep well, or you got a lot of other things on your mind. Okay, and who's going to do the last four? Anybody? Somebody in the back. He said somebody in the back. Somebody in the back from this side. Okay, somebody in the front.
We didn't get finished, but we did about the when you go out in the world, watch out for traffic, and we said that and hold hands and stick together. The hold hands and stick together is that the work product produced by teams often is much greater than those produced by individuals. So it's the teamwork.
That's really good. I like that. That's good.
I didn't say it.
You didn't say it. The group said it. Okay. Good deal.
Watch out for your new teachers and help them.
Right. Watch out for your new teachers and help them.
We're my good happy family.
Okay. So the last three are pretty much self-explanatory. It is not your homework. You do not have to turn it in. For all my speakers that volunteered to come up, if I had told you I was going to give you something first, we like the students, I would have ran out of gifts. So if you spoke, I'd like to give you, because I have to get these things out. Did you go to EBS? Did you go to EBS?
I'll get the thing. That's gonna be your first gift. You can re-gift it, just go get the thing. Hurry up, we can get the good gifts.
Who's that guy in there? You was a reader. Who's that? Did you speak? You was about to flush. Did I give everybody out?
I don't know what it is.
Open it. She said open it.
Oh, she did?
That's it. That's good. I'm done. Get this question.
I got
Okay, while we're relaxing some, we're gonna watch that video, which turned out, Abby, can you explain to them that it wasn't adult content, please? No. This is problem with this lady, so we're gonna go ahead and watch the video.
Oh yeah, he is, but it should be.
And we have no audio, so I'm trying to go through the mic. That's worse.
Say for instance, you're a welder. Being able to actually work the machines and have the product, the desired product is excellent. But actually, the soft skills are the next piece of that, is making sure that you kind of become a good team member or a good employee, not just someone that can do the work.
Oh, that's interesting. You mentioned something in the break that kind of, perked my attention, and that is, this is an employer's market, where, instead of having just a few resumes, like you would have a few years ago, you've got a ton of them. I mean, it's a really demanding, there's a lot of demand from the employee point of view. And so having these soft skills is only going to better your chances, I would imagine.
Exactly, yeah. Employers, at this time, there's a lot of people still looking for work. Whether they're unemployed or looking for that next step up in their career. And so if you are lucky enough, fortunate enough to kind of enter the door and have that opportunity, they're going to want to make sure that you're also an accountable employee, because unfortunately there may be other people that are still on that wait list, or that the resumes they reviewed that they didn't interview at that time are their second choices. So you want to make sure once you're in the door, you're as safe as possible.
Yeah, I almost argue that those soft skills are even more important. Anyone can learn a skill, but can you really show up on time or have that, effective communication as a team member? Or, we'll talk about some of the skills, like oral written communication is something that Workforce Solutions says.
Right, and that covers the gamut. It's, are you able to express yourself in a way that, one, other people are able to understand, and two, that's in a respectful manner. Can you take direction, can you give direction in a way that it's really helping build a team?
Yeah, talk about that teamwork or the collaboration skills.
It's a matter of understanding your role in that organization and how you might be able to help the organization. It's not all about just helping yourself. It's understanding you're a part of a bigger piece now, and where do you fit? How can you work together? If there are issues, how can they be resolved before they kind of blow out of proportion?
What about those problem-solving skills too?
It's very similar. It's the ability to recognize that something may not be the way that it's supposed to be, and it might be a machine that's not working, or it might be some process that's not as effective as it could be. How do you identify that? How do you come up with possible solutions, and how do you work with management and other team members to have those things implemented?
So how can we really hone in on these skills? Can Workforce Solutions help?
We can. There is a standing class called Succeed at Work at all 3 of our centers that anyone can walk in. It's just a matter checking our calendar, giving us a call, let you know when the meetings are.
Right.
And they kind of talk through all of the various pieces. How do you start actually working? Once you have the job, what's the next step? How do you prepare yourself mentally, physically? How do you show your managers and employers that it was a good choice to pick you?
That is great. Tiffany Daniels from Workforce Solutions. There are several locations around town, and that we will.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. So that was, well, you saw where that was supposed to come, and then, so we'll follow suit. So we're going to start with, yes, him. That's a good one. Yes. I always keep my mouth shut during meetings and don't contribute anything. That's how I won most valuable employee. Now you know it's some satire with that. Okay, and the next slide is our brain and what we're portraying and what we're outputting and the different types of things that we're thinking in order to portray soft skills in the workplace, or just period. I'm saying in the workplace, but I mean in school, in Walmart, on the beach, you know, wherever, to have some soft skills. You know, I'm the oldest of 11, so yeah. So that's where my leadership came from. But I also, of course, back then, I didn't know that I was developing my soft skills because I have more sisters than brothers, and each of them are different. And as we grew up and the different encounters that we had in different schools, I became a chameleon. I would float in and be this way with this sister, or float in and be this way with somebody that was messing with this sister that I would need to straighten out so you wouldn't beat my sister up, or go this way or that way. So I think I developed along the way. Now, you don't have to be the oldest of 11 to have great soft skills, okay? But look inside, or think about you and how you are. What part did you play in maybe a disagreement or conflict that day? What part did you say? I immediately know, all right, most of the times, I immediately know if I did or said something that ruffled a person's feathers. I do. I work at the Department of Ed. It's some ruffling up there all the time, okay? But I immediately know. I instantly, because it makes me feel bad, and I don't want to take, I have to take ownership. I will come to that person who said, you know what, earlier, I didn't say that right. I really didn't. Whatever I said, I didn't say it right. And most time the person will say, yeah, Av, that's really not you. I say, you know what? I have no excuse. I didn't say that right. I apologize. So most time they'll say, no, I'm not apologizing. Well, then I guess you're going to have to let it go because I done got it off my chest. Okay? So you know what part you play. You know what part you even play with your director, your principal, your students, the administrative staff, your maintenance staff. Everyone is a team because we all need all the moving parts in order to be successful every day. So we're all, if we have that teamwork and we have good soft skills, then you really have a happy career center. Okay? You really do, a happy classroom. How many high schools y'all have been?
10 high schools.
So in the academies is the CATE, but you have CATE courses in some of your high schools, right? Right. So you have the teachers that are in the high schools, and then you have the teachers that are in the career centers, okay? And then you have the teachers that are in the middle schools. So everyone has a different atmosphere. But when we all come together like this, first of all, we should be joyous that we have the opportunity to be able to collaborate and communicate with our team in Horry County. So display positive interpersonal skills towards your students and towards each other, and set an example, because this is what employers really, really need in the workplace. Okay, the next one. Persistence. A little more persistence, a little more effort, and what seemed hopeless failure may turn to glorious success. Persistence always trumps talent. The next one is just some more. Now, you see that pig there? Not to say that Horry County has a lot of barbecue. I didn't, we're not saying that. But it's a friend of mine. And Abby, where's Abby? Abby. I love calling someone else Abby. I don't get that all the time. So I'm Abby, you're Abby. Okay. All right. This next guy is really my friend. And he's about persistence and committed to his goal. And as we watch this, which is the last of the presentation, and everything else on the in here are just questions and things like that. Before we put my friend on, I did pass out this to you, which are 12 commandments for people who work with other people. The golden rule, train your ears and tame your tongue. I mean, you could display it on your little bulletin board in your classroom, or you have a team meeting, you want to, talk about that, because a lot of times we may even need to reinforce soft skills in a staff meeting, or when we have to stay after school abruptly. And you don't like to stay after school. Ain't nobody likes staying after school. And now all of a sudden you got a team meeting and your principal called one and you're like, she's gonna tell her, she wasn't on the schedule. I don't know. Just go to the team meeting, participate, and move on. It'll be over in about an hour, hopefully. Okay? All right, so that's it. We're gonna finish watching my friend. His name is Ormy. And after that, I have some business cards, and if you have any questions. I've jam-packed a 2-hour, minus some activities, presentation into one. I certainly enjoy your participation and for Ben inviting me here today. So let's watch my friend Ormy. Wow. Ooh, I don't believe it comes on like, oh yeah, there it is. A double contact.
Somebody's back into your PowerPoint.
why I wanted to have you come and talk. You can't really envision her as being a monitor that's going to sit here and tell you got it wrong. But she is. But she does an excellent job. She's a friend to career technology education.